Hey, welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. So if you spend any time watching YouTube channels, then you've probably seen them do a YouTube video setup tour, and I have done that myself as well, but the majority of times it's always their indoor setup. But today I'm going to be showing you my YouTube outdoor video setup, just to kind of show you how I shoot all my videos when I'm out here in nature, and kind of like the practical ways in which I do that with the gear that I have. So let's go ahead and check out my outdoor video setup. And so before we start talking about the gear that I use, let's talk about the most important part of shooting outdoors, and that is of course being outdoors here in nature. When it comes to the background, the settings, no indoor settings gonna beat this. Being out here in nature, everything is provided for you, and about the only thing you have to make sure of is that the weather is good enough for you to actually shoot outdoors. So that's the first and most important thing. So now let's go ahead and get into the gear. And so now let's look at my entire outdoor YouTube video setup gear. So right now I am shooting this with my smartphone, and this is my favorite bag. This is the LowePro BP 150. And so as we look inside, this is it. This is the entire YouTube setup studio. I have my Panasonic G85 4K camera. I really love this camera except for the autofocus. And then with that, I also have a Rode VideoMicro. This is by far my favorite microphone. It is great at handling a lot of noise, and it's also very lightweight. And then other things that I have here, I have my Boya lav mic. So I'll talk about this a little bit later, why I have this microphone as well. And then we'll go down here. This is my lens cap, and here is a cleaner for the lens of the camera. And as we go here further, I actually have my GoPro Hero 7 White. This shoots up to 1080p, and the GoPros are always fun to have. And then as I go down here further, I do have a Manfrotto smart clamp, and to go along with that, I also have a Manfrotto tripod, the Pixi tripod. I love this tripod. And then I also have something for my GoPro as well. It's a GoPro stick. And then down here I have the charger for my cell phone, or actually for my camera batteries, and the batteries are buried somewhere right here. So these are all my batteries right here. And then finally I have something right here just for times when I need to look cool when I'm shooting videos. So that is my entire YouTube outdoor gear setup. It's fairly simple, but at the same time it's pretty powerful as well. So now let's look and see how I use this gear outdoors in nature. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with the most important piece of gear that I use outdoors, which is of course my camera, which is the Panasonic Lumix G85 4K camera. Now, even though I've been using my smartphone for years to do all my videos, and I really feel the quality is going to be good enough and even great for a lot of people, if you want the absolute best video and photography quality, cameras are still going to be where it's at. And then when you pair it with the unlimited amount of lenses that are available out there and the many different types of cameras, you're only limited by your imagination and of course your budget. And so this is what I primarily use like 98% of the times to shoot all my videos. But as I grow as a content creator, I'm finding that I want to use many different types of video equipment, as you see here, so then I could get different perspective or maybe different creative ideas that I couldn't get with just a single camera. And so my camera is my go-to piece of equipment whenever I'm shooting outdoors. And so let's go ahead and look at the other gear that I used. And so the most powerful tool that I carry around with me, and that you have as well, is of course your smartphone. You could practically manage your entire YouTube channel from this, because with this very powerful and versatile tool, you could do all your videos, photos, thumbnails, your video editing, upload this to YouTube, and manage your entire channel just from your smartphone. And this was my primary YouTube video setup for many years, because I practically did everything on here. And not only can you do that for your YouTube channel, but you could also use this in tandem with your camera, because with my Panasonic G85 it does have an app where I could control this remotely. And so this makes it really a powerful tool for me to shoot videos, especially if I wanted to get different angles that I can't physically press record on my camera. I could do all of that just through an app through my phone. And so really the smartphone is probably going to be the best tool for you to create outdoors or indoors. And so really don't underestimate how many things you could do with your smartphone. For serious YouTubers, check out TubeBuddy, the premier tool used at geekoutdoors.com. Get more done today by checking out the affiliate link in the description area below. Okay, so now let's talk about the most popular video tool for people who like to shoot outdoors, and that is of course the GoPro. So right here I have the GoPro Hero 7 White, and I primarily use it whenever I want to shoot videos where I'm going to be in a lot of motion, or maybe if I want to get angles that's really hard to get with either my camera or my smartphone. And also if I want to get into a situation where I might want to go underwater. Like right now I don't really use it as much because I'm not doing so many of those things, but I could easily see why a lot of people might even use their GoPro as their primary way of shooting most of their videos. But at least for me, this is something that I use when it makes sense, and also when I like to get these really cool shots and angles. And also if you want to actually add more versatility to your various camera angles, having a GoPro as like maybe a B-roll shot, it's really helpful, and at the same time it just makes things look a lot more exciting whenever you are using a GoPro. And so now let's talk about probably the most important and often overlooked element of shooting outdoors, and that is your audio. So the microphone I'm using right now is a Rode VideoMicro. This is my favorite microphone to use outdoors. It's great at blocking out sounds, especially if it's windy, and at the same time the audio quality sounds great. But there's also another microphone that I use. This is the Boya omnidirectional lavalier mic. So the difference between this and the other mic is the Rode VideoMicro, it is a directional mic, meaning it's only one way, whereas this is an omnidirectional and it records everything around it. So why this is important is if you are in a situation where you want to collect all the sounds around you, this is going to work better. However, if you wanted to collect more of your voice and certain sounds, then the directional mic is going to work better in that case. So I'm going to show you some clips between the two with the two various mics. As you could probably tell from this video, having multiple video cameras does make a difference. Not only does it allow you to get many different angles that you couldn't get with a single camera, but it also allows you to be more creative in the videos and the story that you're trying to tell. And so that is my outdoor YouTube video setup. As you could probably tell, it's a very simple and fairly lightweight setup that really allows me to not only enjoy the outdoors, but also to create all the videos that you see here on YouTube. And so if you actually had any thoughts on this, be sure to leave that in the comments area below. And if you wanted to see my entire YouTube journey, I do have a playlist. I'll leave that in the description as well if you're interested. So as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. Hey geeks, if you are a creative geek like me and you wanted to learn how to create content on YouTube and other places on the internet, then check out my Go Content Creators group, where you'll get access to additional videos and content for all the creative geeks out there. And the best part of it is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and sign up for my Go Content Creators group. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the other side.